Yes, good morning dear students. Let us continue the next lesson, that is quadratic equations. It is the next lesson in algebra. I took this lesson as the next lesson because this lesson is similar to that of previous lesson what you learnt in the last classes. You have learnt pair of linear equations in two variables. See, there you have studied four methods to solve the pair of linear equations. Here also you are going to study four methods to solve quadratic equations. Then thereafter you have studied some verbal problems on pair of linear equations. Here also you are going to study verbal problems on pair of linear equation in two variable. Okay, let us start the lesson. Yes, in the name of the lesson only you can observe two things. One is quadratic, two words. One is quadratic, another one is equations. Okay, as usual, I'll start from basics. First of all, what is the meaning of this equation? Yes, you have studied 100 times. I have explained the definition of equation. Is it right? Yes. What is an equation? Equation is a mathematical statement which expresses the equality of two quantities. Let us take an example. The cost of a pen added to 5 is 10. This can be represented as x plus 5 equals 10. Yes, it is a mathematical statement. See, an Englishman read the statement cost of a pen added to 5 is 10. That is English statement. That is mathematical variable. The cost of a pen it is unknown. You can take it as x, or you can take it as y, or you can take it as p. Added to 5 is plus 5. Is means equal to 10. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇದು ಅನ್ನೋನಿಗೆ 5 ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು 10 ಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ which is expressing the equality of two quantities. That's why this one is called equation. Yes, you already learned equation is a mathematical statement which expresses the equality of two quantities. Now I will write few more equations. The score of two batsmen together is 100. This can be expressed as x plus y equals 100. Is it right? You learned in last lesson. Next, the square of a number added to 5 is 10. Square of a number added to 5 is 10. That is also an equation. Okay, let us go for one more kind of equation. The cube of a number added to 2 times the square added to that number is 20 or 125. Cube of a number added to 2 times x square added to that number is 125. It can be represented as x cube plus 2x square plus x equals 125. See, all these are examples for equations. Yes, but here you have to learn what is quadratic equation. See, this one is called linear equation. This one is also linear equation. You already learned. This one is called quadratic equation. This one is called cubic equation. Now, hope you can understand what is quadratic equation. See the example. It is quadratic. This one is linear. This one is cubic. ಏನಿರ್ಬೋದು ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೋ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಏನು ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಫ್ ದಿ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ an equation is 2 then it is called quadratic equation. Observe what ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ what is the degree of this equation? It is 2. Degree means maximum power of the variable involved in the equation. Maximum power of the variable involved in the equation is called its degree. See here, what is the degree of this equation? What is the variable? First of all, x is the variable. Its maximum power is 2. That's why degree is 2. It is called quadratic equation. See, maximum power of the variable is 1. That's why it is called linear equation. Maximum power of the variable, see, power 1 is there, power 2 is there, power 3 is there. Maximum power of the variable is 3. It is called as cubic equation. Yes, ನಮ್ಮ ಲೆಸನ್ ಇರೋದು quadratic equation. Then what is quadratic equation? Simple. If the degree of an equation is 2, then it is called quadratic equation. Correct? Yes, I will write one more example. See, 2x square plus 3x plus 1 equals 0. You can observe here, maximum power of the variable is 2, degree is 2. That's why this equation is called quadratic equation. Okay, okay, remember, if the degree is 1, it is called linear equation. If the degree is 2, it is called quadratic equation. If the degree of the equation is 3, it is called cubic equation. Elladukku name ide. A degree is 4 means it is called biquadratic equation. Degree 5 means quintic equation. Avella Greek names adu quadratic, quintic. Degree 6 ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನೇಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ನೆನಪಿಡಿ ಸಾಕು. Degree 1 means linear equation. Degree 2 means it is called quadratic equation. Degree 3 means it is called cubic equation. Hope there is no doubt. the one definition of quadratic equation is what is quadratic equation? Yes, if the degree of an equation is 2, then it is called quadratic equation. Okay, I will give one more definition. That is also too easy because in 9th you have studied the definition of polynomials. See, I will write on polynomial 2x square plus 8x plus 1. What kind of polynomial is this? Yes, it is a quadratic polynomial. Now I will equate this quadratic polynomial to 0. I will equate this quadratic polynomial to 0. Equate to 0 ಅಂದ್ರೆ equal 0 ಬರೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. Now you can observe it is an equation. This equation is called quadratic equation. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ quadratic equation ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಏನು? Quadratic polynomial equated to 0 is called quadratic equation. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು quadratic polynomial ಬರೆದು equal 0 ಬರೆದ್ರೆ that is called quadratic equation. ಒಂದು linear polynomial ಬರೆದು equated to 0, that means equal to 0 ಬರೆದ್ರೆ that is called linear equations. Hope you understood another definition also. Yes, what is the other definition? Quadratic polynomial equated to 0 is called quadratic equation. Or the first definition is, if the degree of an equation is 2, then it is called quadratic equation. Both definitions you have to remember. First definition is, if the degree of the equation is 2, it is called quadratic equation. Another definition is, if you write a quadratic polynomial and if you equate it to 0, then that equation is called quadratic equation. Hope there is no doubt. Next, let us go for the next topic. Next topic is general form of quadratic equation. General form or standard form of quadratic equations. ಅಂದ್ರೆ usually quadratic equations ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕಲಿಲಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ. Okay, I'll give some examples. Just observe here. 2p square plus 3p plus 1 equals 0. What kind of equation is this? It is an equation. Whether the equal is another equation. What is the degree of this equation? Degree is 2. That's why it is called quadratic equation. I'll give few more examples. 4m square plus 3m equals minus 8. What kind of equation is this? Again, it is a quadratic equation. One more example. X square minus 9 equals 0. That is also a quadratic equation. Last example. 12x square plus root 3x plus 8 equals 0. What kind of equation is this? Again, it is a quadratic equation. Now by seeing these 4 examples, you can tell what is the general form of quadratic equations. Usually quadratic equations. So, yes, the standard form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. It is the standard form of quadratic equation. ಏನು standard form of quadratic equation ಅಂದ್ರೆ some number into x square ಇರುತ್ತೆ. You can observe here some number into x square plus some number into x. You can observe here some number into x plus some constant. Yes, constant is there. Equals ಆ ಕಡೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ 0 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ quadratic equations ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. But condition is applied. What is the condition? Where a, b, c are any real numbers. ಈ a ಮತ್ತೆ b ಮತ್ತೆ c ಯಾವ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇದೊಂದು ನಂಬರ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ರಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಇರ್ರಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಒಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ರಾಷನಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇರ್ರಾಷನಲ್ಸ್. ರಾಷನಲ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಇರ್ರಾಷನಲ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. ಅಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ವೆನ್ a is not equal to 0. That means a ಅನ್ನೋದು 0 ಆಗಿರಬಾರದು. a ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು? ಕೋಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ x ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. a ಅಂದ್ರೆ x ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಇರುವ ಕೋಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್. ಅದೇನಾಗಿರಬಾರ್ದಂತೆ 0 ಆಗಿರಬಾರ್ದಂತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅದು 0 ಆಗಿರಬಾರ್ದಂತೆ? ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇದು 0 ಆದ್ರೆ it becomes 0x square. Is it right? What is 0x square? 0 ಇಷ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. Now it becomes root 3x plus 8 equals 0 ಆಯಿತು. Yes, it is an equation, but it is not a quadratic equation. It is a linear equation. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೀವೇ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, the standard form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a not equal to 0. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ quadratic equation ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ a ಮತ್ತೆ b ಮತ್ತೆ c ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದೇನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ quadratic equations ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನೋಡೋಣ. a ಗೆ ನಾನು 3 ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, s 3x square, b ಗೆ 2 ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ 2x, c ಗೆ root 8 ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ equals 0. ಎಸ್ ಎ 0 ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಎಸ್ ಏನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನನಗೆ? ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಈ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. ಎಸ್ ಇದನ್ನ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಟು ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಆಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಅಥವಾ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಡೌಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್? ಇದು ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್? ಎಸ್ 100% ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್. ಹೇಗೆ? ಇದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಹಾಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 4m square plus 3m plus 8 equals 0. Yes, it is in the form something into x square. Instead of x, m is there. Here variable is m. Then something into m plus constant equals ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 0 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Even this one is also a quadratic equation. ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ yes x square minus 9 ಏನಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು? x square plus 0 into x minus 9 equals 0. Yes, now this can be written as x square plus 0 into x is minus can be written as plus into minus 9 equals 0. ಬರೀಬಹುದಾ ಹೇಗೆ? ಎಸ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ x square ಇತ್ತು, x square ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ x ಇರಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಇದಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು 0 into x ಅಂತ ಬರೆದೆ. 0 into x is 0 only. ಏನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. minus 9 ಇತ್ತು, minus 9 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಗೆ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅದನ್ನ x square ಹಾಗೆ ಬರೆದೆ, 0x ಹಾಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. You have studied minus can be written as plus into minus. Now we can observe it is in the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. Now to remember, the standard form and general form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. This one you have to write 20 times in homework book. You have to remember, the reports ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. It is very very important. Exam ಗೆ usually ಕೇಳೇ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕಲಿತೀರಿ. Next, is there any doubts? I think there is no doubt. Let us move further. ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. Yes, now I will take one example of quadratic equation. The quadratic example of quadratic equation is 11x square plus 20x plus 6 equals 0. First of all, see, is that quadratic equation? Yes, it is a quadratic equation. Now here a, what is a? A means quotient of x square 11. What is b? B means quotient of x. B is 20. What is c? That is constant. What is the constant here? 6 is the constant. ಈ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು a ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, b ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, c ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ. a means quotient of x square, b means coefficient of x, c means constant. ಅದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ you know the standard form of quadratic equation. The standard form is ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. See, in place of a 11 is there, therefore a is 11. In place of b 20 is there, therefore b is 20. In place of c 6 is there, therefore c means 6. Next, let us go for another example. 20x square minus 30x plus 25 equals 0. Here what is a? A means 20, quotient of x square. B means quotient of x, that is minus 13. C means constant. What is the constant? 25. Any doubts? Oh. Let us go for another example. X square minus 16 equals 0. Here, how to identify A, B and C? First of all, it is not in standard form. You are writing standard form. Write in standard form. X square. You have learned. Thereafter, you have write something into x. That's why something into x is not there. 1x number ತಪ್ಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ because 1x ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ 0 into x ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು. What is 0 into x? 0. x square is 0 ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ x square ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವೇನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. minus 16 as it is right equals 0. Now observe here, a means quotient of x square 1, b means quotient of x 0, c means the constant. What is the constant? Minus 16. Now you learned how to identify a as well as b and c. This is very important. ಯಾಕೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಶ್ರೀಧರಾಚಾರ್ಯ ಫಾರ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ a b c ನ ನಾವು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ how to identify a b and c, that is compulsory. ಅದು ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. Next, let us go for the next topic, that is types of quadratic equations. First of all, quadratic equations ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ. ಏನು quadratic equation ಅಂದ್ರೆ if the degree of the equation is 2, then it is called quadratic equations. Now we can classify quadratic equations into two kinds. Quadratic equations ಅನ್ನ ಎರಡು ತರ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು. One is called pure quadratic equation. QE means short form of quadratic equation. Another one is affected quadratic equation. One is pure quadratic equation. Another one is affected quadratic equations. Okay, I will not tell the definition first of all. First of all, I will give some examples. You have to see the examples. By seeing the examples, you have to tell what is pure quadratic equation and what is adfacted quadratic equation. First of all, let us come for pure quadratic equation. Example is x square minus 9 equals 0. It is a pure quadratic equation. Another example, p square plus 4 equals 0. That is also a pure quadratic equation. If you want few more examples, I will give x square equals 0. That is also, it is a quadratic equation. You can observe illu maximum power 2, maximum power 2, maximum power 2 ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲದೂ quadratic equations but it it is called pure quadratic equation. One more example if you want means I will write 2x square minus 13 equals 0. Or you can write 2x square equals 13 minus 13 ಆ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡು 2x square equals 13 ಬರೆದರೂ ಕೂಡ that is pure quadratic equation. Now it is difficult to tell what is pure quadratic equation. I will do example for adfacted quadratic equations. See the examples of adfacted quadratic equation. Thereafter you can see what is you can tell or you can state what is pure and what is adfacted. Example for adfacted quadratic equation is 2x square plus 3x plus 10 equals 0. It is called adfacted quadratic equation. Another example, 8m square plus 13m equals 0. That is also adfacted quadratic equation. One more example, 18x square plus 20x equals 3. That is also adfacted quadratic equation. If you want last example, 14x square plus 13x minus 18 equals 0. These are adfacted quadratic equations, but these are pure quadratic equations. Now can you differentiate between what is pure and what is adfacted? Hope you can identify now. Pure means you can observe it is quadratic equation of only degree 2. What are pure quadratic equations? Quadratic equations of only degree 2 are called pure quadratic equations. Andre quadratic equations alli degree 2 power 2 ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that is called pure. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ power x power 2 then 0x ಅಥವಾ 2x ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 0x ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು ಬಟ್ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ x square plus 2x x ನ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ x power 1 ಇಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಪ್ಯೂರ್. Here also you can observe it is quadratic equation of only degree 2. p square ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ p ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ x square ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ x ಇಲ್ಲ x square ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ x ಇಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ it is pure. Pure means quadratic equation of only degree 2 are called pure quadratic equations. What are adfacted quadratic equations? Quadratic equations of degree 2 and degree 1 are called adfacted. ಅಂದ್ರೆ degree 2 ಇದ್ದು degree 1 ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ adfacted ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. degree 2 ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದ್ರೆ that is called pure ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Hope you understood what is pure and what is adfacted. Standard ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ if b is equals to 0 it is called pure quadratic equation. If b is not equal to 0 it is called adfacted quadratic equations. ಅಂದ್ರೆ b ಅನ್ನೋದು 0 ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ b ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ b 3 b is 13 b is 20 b is 30 b ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that is adfacted. b is not there here because x square ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ plus 0 into x ಬರೀಬಹುದು b ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 0 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ b ಇಲ್ಲ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ b ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that is pure. b ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that is adfacted quadratic equations. This also you have to learn because to solve pure quadratic equation method is different, to solve adfacted quadratic equation method is different. Okay, now once again what is pure quadratic equation? Pure quadratic equation means it is a quadratic equation of only degree 2. What is adfacted quadratic equation? It is a quadratic equation of both degree 2 and degree 1. Hope you understood what is pure quadratic equation and what is adfacted quadratic equations. Let us go for the exercise questions. Question is like this. Identify the quadratic equations among the following. What is the question? Identify the quadratic equations among the following. That means ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ equations ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಆ equations ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು quadratic equation ಹೌದು ಯಾವ quadratic equations ಅಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ 2x square plus 10x plus 16 equals 0. You have to tell whether it is a quadratic equation or not a quadratic equation. Yes, it is a quadratic equation because maximum power of variable is 2. That means degree of the equation is 2. Degree of the equation is 2 means it is called quadratic equations. ಹಾಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು it is a quadratic equation ಅಂತ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Otherwise it is in the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. Yes, ಇದು x square plus bx plus c equals 0 ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ it is a quadratic equation. One more problem. Simple. It is in the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. That's why it is a quadratic equation. Okay, let us go for the second question. Second question is like this: 2x cube minus 3x square plus 8x plus 10 equals 0. You have to tell whether it is a quadratic equation or not a quadratic equation. Observe here, maximum power of the variable is 3. That means it is not a quadratic equation. It is a cubic equation. Therefore, you have to write it is not a quadratic equation. Standard ಬರೆಯೋದಾದ್ರೆ yes, it is not in the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. Therefore it is not a quadratic equation. Hope you understood. Yes, ಏನು ಬರೀತೀರಾ? It is not in the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಅದೇನಲ್ಲ ಅದು. It is not a quadratic equation. Okay, let us go for a few more problems. Question 3 is like this. Higide question 3. Question number 3 is x square plus 16 equals 0. You have to tell whether it is a quadratic equation or not a quadratic equation. Yes, obviously it is a quadratic equation because maximum of variable is 2. That's why it is a quadratic equation. And one more thing, I'll ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ, but ನೀವು think ಮಾಡಿ, what kind of quadratic equation is that? It is pure or affected? Yes, it is a pure quadratic equation. Okay, ಬರೀತೀರಾ? It is in the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. That's why it is a quadratic equation. ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನು ಬರೀಬಹುದು? x square plus 0x plus 16 equals 0 ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. That means ಇದು ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ? It is in the form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. That's why it is a quadratic equation. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಿದು? Quadratic equation ಹೌದು. Yes. Next problem is like this. Question number 4. It is like this. Very important. It is x into x plus 1 equals 0. You have to tell whether it is a quadratic equation or not a quadratic equation. Direct ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? It is not a quadratic equation ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ? It is wrong because it is not in simplest form. ಅದು ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನು simplest form ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೀವೀಗ? simplest form ಗೆ ತಂದು ಅದನ್ನ quadratic equation ಹೌದು ಅಲ್ವೋ ಅಂತ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. How to simplify this one? Yes, it is monomial. This one is binomial. Multiply monomial with binomial. But multiply for x as well as x for 1 also. That means we are using distributive property. X into x is x square. Plus into plus is plus. 1 into x is 1x equals 0. ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಚಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು ಇದನ್ನ. X square plus 1 into x is x only because 1 into 4 is 4 only. 1 into 8 is 8 only. 1 into x is x only equals 0. Yes. ಏನು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ? Maximum power of the variable is 2. That's why it is a quadratic equation. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನೋಡಿ ಬರೆಯೋದಲ್ಲ, ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ? Yes, maximum power of the variable 2 ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ it is a quadratic equation. Yes, ಬರೀತೀರಾ? It is a quadratic equation. Okay, let us go for the question number 5. Next question is like this. Higide next question. Question number 5 is you have to identify whether it is a quadratic equation or not a quadratic equation. X plus 2 whole square equals x plus 2. The given question is x plus 2 whole square equals x plus 2. Here also we cannot tell directly. First of all you have to simplify. ಇದನ್ನ simplify ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು quadratic equation ಹೌದು ಅಲ್ವೋ. ಹೇಗೆ simplify ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? Solution. See, x plus 2 whole square ಅಂದ್ರೆ x square means x into x ಇದ್ದಾಗ x plus 2 whole square ಅಂದ್ರೆ x plus 2 into x plus 2 ಬಂದು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಆರ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದಿ identities what you learnt in 9. Remember you all learned 4 basic identities in 9. First one is a plus b whole square equals a square plus b square plus 2ab. This was first identity. Next one is a minus b whole square equals a square plus b square minus 2ab. This identity also you all learned. Then x plus a into x plus b equals x square plus x into a plus b plus ab. Next identity a plus b into a minus b equals a square minus b square. This also you all learned. Then a plus b whole cube equals a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. This identity also you are learning in 9. Last another identity, a minus b whole cube equals a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. Once again recall the identities what you have learned in 9. A plus b whole square equals a square plus b square plus 2ab. A minus b whole square equals a square plus b square minus 2ab. X plus a into x plus b equals x square plus x into a plus b plus ab. A plus b into a minus b equals a square minus b square. A plus b whole cube means a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. But this one is a minus b whole cube means a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. If you remember this identity, easily you can write this one, this identity, because plus equal minus ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಈ identity ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. Yes, which identity suits here? ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? It is in the form a plus b whole square. 9th ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದ ಹಾಗೆ it is in the form a plus b whole square ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೆಯಲ್ಲ. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. a plus b whole square, yes, it is in the form a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square means a square. A square means x square plus b square. B square means 2 square plus 2ab. 2ab means 2 into a means x into b means 2 equals your right x plus 2. Now simplify. X square plus 2 square means 2 2s are 4 plus 2 into x into 2 means 2 2s are 4. 4 into x means 4x equals x plus 2 as it is your right. Now simplify. ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ತೀರಾ. ಆಗ it becomes x square plus 4 plus 4x. X comes this side means it becomes minus x. Plus 2 comes for left side means it becomes minus 2 equals 0. Now x square as it is because like terms ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲ add ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. 4x minus 1x we can simplify. 4x minus 1x it is plus, this one is minus, subtraction. 1x and 4x and 3x. Bigger number is 4x, its sign is plus. Then plus 4 minus 2 subtraction. 2 na 4 with the 2 baratte. Bigger number is 4, its sign is plus equals 0. Yes. When you simplify, you will get x square plus 3x plus 2 equals 0. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದು quadratic equation ಹೌದು ಅಲ್ವೋ? Yes, obviously it is a quadratic equation. What kind of quadratic equation is that? It is a unfactored quadratic equation. ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿ. It is a quadratic equation. Any doubts? Direct ನೋಡ್ ಬರೆಯೋದಲ್ಲ. It is not a quadratic equation ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯೋದಲ್ಲ. But to simplify, after simplification you can state whether it is quadratic or not a quadratic. Okay, let us go for the next question. Question number 6 is like this. ಹೀಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ question number 6. Sixth one is x minus 2 whole square equals x square plus 10. You have to state whether it is a quadratic equation or not a quadratic equation. Once again, it is not in simpler form, but write in simpler form. Yes, here you can use the identity a minus b whole square. Is it right? Yes. Use a minus b whole square. What is a minus b whole square? A square plus b square minus 2 into a into b. Okay, simplify ಆಯಿತು. equals ಆ ಕಡೆ ಇದೆ x square plus 10 ಇದೆ. ನೋಡಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿ ಏನು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್? ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ನೋಡೋಣ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Yes, x square plus 2 square means 4 minus 2 into 2x means 4x equals x square plus 10. Now transfer all these things to left side. Once again, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕಡೆ ತರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದನ್ನ ಬೇಕು ಆ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬಹುದು. That I already explained. Yes, x square plus 4 minus 4x. X square comes for left side means minus x square plus 10 becomes minus 10 equals 0. See the beauty. Plus 1x square minus 1x square cancels. Remaining is minus 4x, then plus 4 and minus 10 we can simplify. One is plus, another one is minus. Unlike signs, subtraction, you have to subtract 4 from 10, you will get 6. Bigger number is 10, this sign is minus equals 0. Now in simpler form, it is minus 4x minus 6 equals 0. Observe, it is not a quadratic equation. What kind of equation is this? It is linear equations. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೆಯೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀತೀರಿ. It is not a quadratic equation. Any doubts? Hope there is no doubt. Let us go for the 7th question. Question number 7 is like this. Question number 7 ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ check whether it is quadratic or not a quadratic. X plus 2 whole cube equals x cube minus 10. X plus 2 whole cube equals x cube minus 10. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಓವರ್ 3 ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬಿಕ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನೋಡೋಣ, ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಎಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ. ಎಸ್, ವಿಚ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಎಸ್, binomial middle plus power 3 is there. Binomial middle plus power 3, that means you have to use the identity a plus b whole cube. Yes, use the identity a plus b whole cube. What it says, a plus b whole cube equals a cube plus b cube, a cube plus b cube plus 3ab plus 3 into a means x into b means 2 into a plus b. A means x, b means 2. See, it is in the form a plus b whole cube. A plus b whole cube means a cube, that means x cube, plus b cube, that is 2 cube, plus 3 into a means x into b means 2 into a plus b means x plus 2. Equals in right side, what is there? X cube minus 10 is there. Now we have to simplify. X cube plus 2 cube. What is 2 cube? 2 repeated 3 times in multiplication. 2 into 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Plus 3 2s are 6. 6 into x is 6x. This one has second order, right? X plus 2, because we cannot add x for 2. Equals in right side, x cube minus 10 is there. Now we have to simplify this. X cube plus 8. Now it is more on like binomial. See, 6 into x is 6x square. Sorry, 6x into x is 6x square. Plus into plus is plus. 6x into 2 is 12x. Equals in right side, x cube minus 10 is there. Now shift all this to left side. Left side it becomes x cube plus 8 plus 6x square plus 12x minus x cube plus 10 equals 0. Now see, plus x cube, yes, here minus x cube is there. These two cancels. Remaining is 6x square. Yes, then 12x, x in a term, therefore 12x. Next, plus 8 and plus 10 we can add. It is plus 18 equals 0. See, what is the degree of this equation? Degree is 2. That's why it is a quadratic equation. You write here, it is a quadratic equation. Any doubts? Hope there is no doubt. Go for the question number 81. Next question is like this. You have to state whether the given equation is quadratic or not a quadratic equation. Next question is x by x plus 1 equals x minus 1 divided by x. See, it is a given equation, but they are equal. It is an equation. You have to state whether it is quadratic or not a quadratic. Yes, first of all, simplify this equation. Yes, I already told middle equal is there means you can go for cross multiplication. X into x is x square. Yes, this one into this one you have to multiply. That is x plus 1 into x minus 1. Now x square equals, this one you can use the identity. Which identity you can use? It is in the form a plus b into a minus b. It is a square minus b square means 1 square. That is x square equals x square minus 1 square means 1. Now shift this x square and 1 to this side. It becomes x square minus x square plus 1 equals 0. Is it right? Yes. Now x square cancel. 1 equals 0. Whatever it may be, it is not correct. 1 equals 0 ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನೋ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Whatever it may be, now observe here, this is a quadratic equation. Obviously it is not a quadratic equation. ಬರೀತೀರಾ, it is not a quadratic equation. Hope there is no doubt. Now you understood how to identify the quadratic equations. ಅಂದ್ರೆ equations ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? You have to state whether it is a quadratic equation or not a quadratic equation. Okay, let's go for the next topic. Next topic is solution of quadratic equation. What is the next topic? Solution of quadratic equations. That means ಒಂದು quadratic equation ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಕಲಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊರಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ. I will take one example. X square minus 9 is equal to 0. It is a quadratic equation. Now I will put x is equal to 4. Let's see what happens. X equals 9 ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, 4 ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. Then this becomes 4 square minus 9 equals 0. 4 square means 16 minus 9 equals 0. What is 16 minus 9? 7 equals 0, but 7 is not equal to 0. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊರಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. x ಇರೋದನ್ನ 4 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಎಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 0 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು x 4 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆನ್ಸರ್ 0 ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ 0 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ, x 4 ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದಿ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಗೆ x ಇರಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಅದೇನಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ x 4 is not the solution of this equation. Let us give one more answer, one more value. I will give x 3. Let's see what happens. X 3 ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, it becomes 3 square minus 9 equals 0. 3 square means 9 minus 9 equals 0. That is 0 equals 0. Yes, it satisfies. And x 3 ಕೊಟ್ರೆ yes correct ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That means this one is called solution. ನಾವು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ, solution of this quadratic equation. Correct? This one is called solving. ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ, solving the quadratic equation ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗೆ x 3 ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ 3 ಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ, solution of this equation. ಅಂದ್ರೆ x 3 holds good for this equation. That's why x 3 is called solution of this equation. Let's see one more solution is there or not. I will give x is equal to -3 this time. X equals -3 ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಆಗ x square means ಏನಾಯಿತು, it is -3 whole square minus 9 equals 0. -3 whole square is -3 into -3. Yes, it is plus 9. 9 minus 9 equals 0. Again 0 equals 0. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಇವನ್ -3 ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಕೂಡ ಆನ್ಸರ್ 0 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ what are the solution of this equation? One is 3, another one is -3. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ what is meant by solution? ಏನು solution ಅಂದ್ರೆ finding the value of the variable. x ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ solution ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Finding the value of the variable. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಡೋದಲ್ಲ, we should satisfy the given equation. ಆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು, ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ನ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ that value is called solution of the given equation. ನಾವು ಈ 3 ಮತ್ತು -3 ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ, ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇನ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. or it is also called root of the given equation. ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ಇದನ್ನ, roots of the given equation. x equals 3 and x equals -3 are the solution of this equation. Even it is also called roots of the given equation. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 ಮತ್ತು -3 ಗೆ ಈ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ, ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ what is meant by solving the quadratic equation? Solving ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, finding the value of the variable. Variable ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ solving ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. It satisfies the given equation. It's called solving the quadratic equation. One more thing you have to observe, it is very important. For 1 mark they will ask in examination. See, it is a quadratic equation. How many roots you are getting? You are getting 2 roots. Not in all the problems. ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ 2 ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೆಲವು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಒಂದೇ ರೂಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ 3 ರೂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ if it is a quadratic equation, you will get maximum of 2 roots or 2 solutions. If it is cubic equation, you will get maximum of 3 roots. ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ a quadratic equation has at most 2 roots. at most ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 2 ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 1 ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೋಡಿ x plus 1 equals 0. ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಗೆ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು ಆನ್ಸರ್, -1 ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ has at most 1 root. Quadratic equation has at most 2 roots. Cubic equation has at most 3 zeros or 3 roots. 3 roots ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 solutions ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Any doubts? What is meant by solving? Finding the value of the variable which satisfies the given equation is called solving. Okay, now let us go for solving of pure quadratic equation. What is next topic? Solution of pure quadratic equation. Solution of pure quadratic equation. Question is like this: solve or hego keltane find the roots of the quadratic equation. Find the roots of the quadratic equation. X square minus 25 equals 0. X square minus 25 equals 0. ಅದನ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಅದರ ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ x ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಯಾವುದು ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. Yes, first of all you have to see it is pure or affected. If it is pure quadratic equation, ನಾವು ಹಿಂದೆ ಮಾಡಿದಂಗೆ x equals 1 ಕೊಡೋದು, x equals 2 ಕೊಟ್ಟು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಕೂರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. It takes lot of time. That's why ನಮಗೆ ಏನಿದೆ, one method is there for pure quadratic equation. The method is so simple. You have to go for transformation method. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. It is too easy. Transfer remaining thing except x square to another side. ಅಂದ್ರೆ x square ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ p ಇದ್ರೆ p square ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಉಳಿದಿನೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Yes, it becomes x square equals 0 minus 25 becomes plus 25. Yes, that is x square equals 0 plus 25 is 25. This I explained. How to find the value of x now? Simple, transfer power to that side. That is x equals to, right, plus or minus square root of 25. That is x is equal to plus or minus. If you know the answer of square root of 25, write directly. ಅದನ್ನ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 25 ನ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 5 5 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ 25 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ 5 into 5 ಎರಡನೇ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೊರಗೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 5 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫೈನ್. ಇನ್ನೇನು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ 225 ಬಂದ್ರೆ 625 ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಯು ಯೂಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. Now x equals plus or minus 5, that means x equals 5 or x is equal to minus 5. Therefore, what are the roots of this quadratic equation? You have to write finally, the roots of the quadratic equations are, because statement is the question, statement is the answer. Therefore, the roots of the quadratic equation are 5 and minus 5. 5 ಕೂಡ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, minus 5 ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Yes, you can verify ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನೋಡಿ, 5 square is 25, 25 minus 25 is 0. That is correct. Give another value, minus 5 whole square means minus 5 to minus 5 plus 25, 25 minus 25 is again 0. Yes, therefore the roots are one is 5, another one is minus 5. Hope there is no doubt. Let us go for the next question. Innondu pure quadratic equation solve ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. Question is like this: solve for x ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, find the roots ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. solve t square minus 1 equals 144. What is the question? Solve t square minus 1 equals 144. Solve means you have to find the value of this variable t. Yes, how to find? Yes, it is a pure quadratic equation. I already told you to go for transformation method. Transfer this minus 1 to that side. It becomes t square equals, sorry, the question is not 143, 144, it is 143. Textbook ಹೀಗೆ ಇದೆ. Sorry, corrected. T square minus 1 equals 143. Now shift that minus 1 to that side. It becomes 143 plus 1. That is t square equals 144. Yes, you have to find the value of t. Transfer power to that side. T is equal to plus or minus square root of 144. Yes, t is equal to plus or minus. You have to find the square root of 144. What is the square root of 144? Yes, you know, it is 12. Therefore, the answers are t equals plus 12 and t is equal to minus 12. ಇದು 144 ಆದ್ರೆ ತಲೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಇದು ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ 145 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಇರಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಸಾಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 144 ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Okay, there is no doubt it seems. Let us go for the one more question. The next question is like this: question is solve 5x square equals 625. What is the question? Solve 5x square equals 625. That means you have to find the value of x. So simple, go for the solution. Yes, what is the question? 5x square equals 625. You have to identify whether it is pure or affected. It is pure, we have to go for transformation method. Transfer this 5 to that side. That is x square is equal to 625. Then into is there. If we go for that side, means it becomes divided by 5. That is x square is equal to 5 ones are 12 means 5 twos are 10. Now 15 means 5 ones are 5. 12 means 5 twos are 10. 2 remains means 25. 5 ones are 25. That's why it is 125 by 1. It is 125. Now you have to find the value of x. Transfer power to that side. As x is equal to plus or minus square root of 125. Yes, it is not a perfect square. You have to find. Yes, that means you have to simplify. Yes, square root of 125 divided by prime numbers. 5 twos are 25 means 5 5s are. Now it is 5 5s are. That's why this can be written as 5 into 5 into 5. Yes, group these two. 5 comes outside. Remaining is root 5. Yes, therefore the answer is x is equal to plus or minus 5 root 5. What is the answer? It is 5 root 5. Like verify ಮಾಡಿ 5 ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ 5 square 25 is 120. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ answer x is equal to plus 5 root 5 plus ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. X is equal to minus 5 root 5. Therefore the answers are x equals 5 root 5, x equals minus 5 root 5. Hope you understood how to solve this pure quadratic equation. Now you have to go for affected quadratic equations. That means if the problem is like this, x square plus 5x plus 6 equals 0. Now you cannot use transformation method. ಇದಿಷ್ಟನ್ನ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ x square equals minus 5x minus 6 ಆಯ್ತು, x equals plus or minus root minus 5x minus 6 ಬರ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. Therefore, to solve affected quadratic equations, we have got 4 methods. This is very important. ಪಕ್ಕ ಕೇಳೇ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇದನ್ನ. Now next topic is solving affected quadratic equations. How many methods are there? 4 methods are there. First method is factorization method. First method is factorization method. Second method is, first is factorization method. Second is completing square method. Third one is formula method, and it is also called Sridharacharya's formula. Fourth one is graphical method. Last one is graphical method. Now in 10th you have to learn these 3 methods. This method is not there for you. It is so easy. If you want to explain, I can explain ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನ. Totally how many methods are there to solve a quadratic equation? That means to solve affected quadratic equations, how many methods are there? 4 are there. One is factorization, another one is completing square method. Next one is formula method, and it is also called Sridharacharya's formula. Last one is graphical method. Now let us start one by one. First of all, let us go for factorization method. First, ಯಾವುದು ಹೋಗೋಣ? Factorization method. Okay?